Right guys, I'm just going to go through a couple of add-ons and basically I'll set up my UI. There's been a couple of times in raids people have gone, I didn't know that was on me, I didn't know this, I didn't know that. So basically I'm hoping you'll pick up some tips and tricks and take something away from this that can improve your raid awareness and, you know, when abilities are incoming and stuff like that, what's happening to you and others around you. This is basically, I've set up all my toggle bars so you can see what's going on, and I'll quickly just go through how me as a player and as a raid leader have set up my UI so I can see what's going on. Right, okay, got my Weakaura here. Always set up special WeakAuras, although I use DBM and Bigwigs, sometimes a visual indication, you know, that pops up that I really need to, you know, keep an eye on, like burn armor or something like that. My stacks, they come up and I can see them. My Bigwigs, I use Bigwigs over DBM. I have done many years. I just prefer it. It's a bit more customizable than DBM is. Got my emphasis bar down here. That lets me know what's happening, what's going to happen in the next 10 seconds or less. You can adjust it higher or lower, but I'll go into that when I do the video on it. Here I have what's coming in the next 30, 40, 50 seconds. And then I have my emphasized messages and messages here. Okay, and obviously emphasized cooldown. Yeah, that's neither here or there. I have all my main CDs here, which are all keybound, and just to the right here I have a little add-on that Rad built, which basically shows my fret, although I do have my fret monitor down here, but you know, this is a nice little compact little add-on Rad done, which basically allows me just to place it within eyes view so I can see my fret, although I don't always keep an eye on it. Then I've got my radar here, alt power down here, info box here. Info box might check people's torment, say on demonic inquisition, stuff like that. I have my frame there, I have my targets frame, then my targets frame, and then my focus target here. If I get up Bigwigs and run a few tests, you'll see what's going on. As you can see, this is stuff that's happening 10 seconds or more time. This is what's going to happen in less than 10 seconds. Oh, a good visual. And then bang, I get warnings. Okay, so that's pretty much it. You know, I do have a voice pack which when in raids will turn these text message alerts into speech. It's a text to speech thing. So basically it'll be like having your own little raid leader. But, and I just wanted to, you know, I'll go through that when I go through the Bigwigs stuff. Because DBM's also got a voice pack you can add as well. Well, I just wanted to show you as a player what I do to keep an eye on what's going on. Like I say, my focus target is always my co-tank. That way I can keep an eye on the debuffs that he's got. Then I've got my target, obviously, and obviously I've also set up, if I get a mount up, if you see that blue bar, that's what my target is casting. Now I've set that up, obviously I'm using LVUI. I've set the cast bar up to indicate blue, I can interrupt it. If that cast bar in the center there is red, it means I cannot interrupt it. But also gives me a nice big visual of, you know, what the boss is casting at times as well. So you can use your mitigation and stuff like that, you know, on top of the bigwig stuff. But, you know, I hope you can pick up a few tips there on how I try to make my raid awareness a bit more, because everything's like centralized. Might look a bit untidy because I've toggled all the bars and you've got everything showing. But you know, during the raid, if you watch some of my raid videos, you'll see, you know, it's actually quite clean, and it does allow you to see what's going on without, you know, looking all the way left, all the way right. Anyway, just hope you might have picked up a few tips there, and I'll do some videos on DBM quickly and Bigwigs. Alright, this is going to be a quick video on how to set up the emphasize bars, messages, etc. in Bigwigs, and basically what voice pack you need to install to change the text alerts into a speech alert. Okay, so if we open up Bigwigs, make sure you've installed. I'll just quickly show you the two programs. So basically you want Bigwigs mods and you want to install Bigwig Voice. Okay, if you're going to be using, or if you are using Bigwigs, then obviously just download the voice. But I'm going to quickly just go through some quick configurations with you on how I've set up my thing. If I toggle anchors, it will show me all the anchors that I've got. I'm not going to worry too much about the radar, volt power and stuff, you know, that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just going to quickly go through the bars and what they do. Obviously these have been customized to my size, my text liking, my text size liking, and time and sizing. Sorry, but you can mess about with this. I just wanted to show you the quick basics on, you know, what does what. So if we go to bars, so we've got a regular bar, which is that one. I always like to keep this just to the right hand side. It's easy for me to reference without looking all the way across to my screen. If it was all the way over here, I would have to look all the way. I always like it just off to the right. I can just, you know, got a little bit of downtime and just doing my rotation, I can quickly just glance across here, see what's going to be happening in the next 20, 30, 40 seconds or so. Okay, once that ability has got less than 10 seconds before it happens, it then drops down to my emphasis bar. Again, this cascades down. You can increase the length of the emphasis bar. I think mine's set to 10 seconds. I think if you increase it by any more, you're gonna have too many abilities cascading down. And there's an option, if you've got a UI similar to mine, that you could overlap some of your abilities at the bottom here. So I'll just set it to 10 seconds. I know it's going to be coming in 10 seconds time. Okay, so the bar, the regular bar, is what's going to be happening in 20, 30, 40, 50 seconds time. Your emphasis bar is basically what's going to be happening in 10 seconds or less. Okay, and you can move these wherever you like. As you can see, I'm not going to move these bars because I set it up and it's been like this for quite some time. I don't want to mess around with it. Okay, then you've got messages. These are, once things happen, they will move up to messages. And then basically you'll get if I create some test bars quickly, once they start running down, as you can see, less than 10 seconds, it's coming in. And bang, yeah, get a nice big warning. But with the voice pack, when you're in raids, it will turn them into spoken alerts. So you pretty much will have your, you know, pocket raid leader calling shit out for you. You know, so if I'll just quickly run another quick test bar. Got battle cry coming in 20 seconds time. That's my ability, but let's just say it's an ability the boss is doing. Quickly switches down to the emphasis bar once it reaches 10 seconds, and then basically, you know, battle cry is coming in 4 seconds time, and then basically the voice pack will then say once it's happening, battle cry. You know what I mean? It doesn't work outside of raids. It's only for raids from what I can gather. I've only been using it for the last week. It's something Nos put me onto. But yeah, it is really good. It is like having your own little mini raid leader calling stuff out rather than you keeping an eye on a text panel, you know what I mean, or your emphasis messages and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like I say, you can set different sounds and warnings. You know what I mean? You can go to the back to the bars, go to general. You can set the font size that you like, the font you like, you know, how it works, stuff like that. But if there's an ability in a raid that you really need to pay attention to, let's just go to, say, Addons. I know it's not out yet. Got the first boss on there. Now you really need to keep your, you know, eyes open for when you get the decimation debuff. 5 million damage split between players within 4 yards. I think the decimation debuff is the big AoE thing that you need to basically run out, drop and run away from. So basically, if you have trouble knowing when it's on you, you can actually go to, let's go back again, let's just go back. Alright, decimation. If you click this button here, you can actually, when it only shows on you, yeah, you can have it to say voice, say, bars. You can emphasize this message so it'll be bigger. And you can also add a countdown timer to it. So, you know, decimation is incoming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if it's on you, you'll get a massive alert saying it's on you. Move the fuck away. Yeah. Just a few bits and pieces there. You know what I mean? So you can go into all the bosses. There's Broken Shore. You know, got WeakAuras. You just select the boss and then basically select the ability. So if I was to say, I don't go off burning armor, I can basically add a sound to it for an alert, color, cast on me, emphasize it, cooldown time. I ain't gonna miss it if I, you know, actually customize it to me. You know what I mean? On top of having your bars, you know, it really is a great, powerful tool. Like I said, I'm more of the Bigwigs person. If you've got any questions in regards to setting up Bigwigs or LVUI, if you're looking at changing your UI, yeah, come to me. Anything to do with the Deadly Boss mods and the voice pack for Deadly Boss mods, go to Nos. But I will quickly go through Deadly Boss mods just to show you how to set up the bars, pretty much like what I've done here. And, you know, it should help you out. There is a WeakAura package for Addons. I'll do a video on that as well, which also has audio files which you can download. But if you're using Bigwigs or DBM and you're using the voice pack, you shouldn't really need the audio files for the Addons WeakAura pack. Alright? Okay. Thank you. Right, this is going to be a quick video on just quickly customizing DBM and adding the voice pack for it. As I said, I'm not a DBM person, I'm a Bigwigs person, so I'm just going to quickly go through this. But if you do have any questions in regards to customizing DBM and the voice pack and stuff like that, I'm sure Nost wouldn't mind helping you out there. He uses the DBM and the voice pack. So yeah, let's go into it. Let's see what you'll need. Obviously for DBM, you're going to need Deadly Boss mods, and then you're going to need DBM Voicepack VEM. You need both of them installed. Okay. Right. Let's open up DBM. Voice DBM. Let's move this to the right a minute. I'll just set up my UI as it would be in a RAID. Right. Okay. Options. So we've got general messages. What's this? No. RAID warnings. Scroll down. RAID warnings. Scroll down. Move me. Just like the Bigwigs warnings. Again, you can move this wherever you like. I've sort of like set it in the position that I had it on my Bigwigs. So that there we go, we got that there. Then we got bar setup. Let's go to move me. Okay, so on the bars, let's just have a quick scroll down. You know, you've got all your customizations and stuff here. You can, you know, change width, heights. You know, small bar option would be that one up there, just to the right. Huge bar option. Again, yeah, you can have it expanded upwards, just a bit like the Bigwigs that I showed you. But if we just go back into it, so yeah, the small bar option will give you the ability that's coming in 20, 30, 40 seconds time. Once it gets down to a certain, I'm not sure what the default timer is on Bigwigs, DBM, sorry. But yeah, once it's starting to income, you know, the next 10 or 20 seconds, it then moves down to here. And then once it happens, you'll get a warning up there. Again, you know, I'm not going to talk too much as I did on the Bigwigs one. You know, just by having, you know, the messages, the big bar, the small bar within a bird's eye view, you know, it really does help to see what's incoming. And what helps more, because I've only been using the Bigwigs version of this for a week, is the voice pack. It literally, rather than, you know, you looking for the, you know, you don't have to look for the text warning. It tells you what ability is coming in if you're standing in crap, you know what I mean. Only works in raids, but that's all you really need it for, you know what I mean. Like I say, that's how I set up my UI. You know, even my OI3 battle res monitor toggle. See, even my battle res monitor, you know, I have there, you know, everything's within my field of vision. You know what I mean? I don't have to look all the way to the left hand side, but saying all the way to the right hand side. Everything I need to look at is right as I'm looking at the screen, but without obscuring my character's placements or anything like that. Like I say, they're a bit basic tips. Most of you are like, oh fuck, you know, I don't need to know that. But I think there is a few people out there that do really need to configure and customize their Deadly Boss mods or Bigwigs, and you know, just make them a bit more raid aware, especially the voice pack. You know, if you're struggling, you know, that's like having a little pocket raid leader in it. Yeah, pocket raid leader. It will tell you, you know, what's coming. Alright guys, like I say, I hope this helps. If you need any more information on the DBM, please go to Nost. If you need any help on the Bigwigs version, I'm more than happy to help. Alright, thank you very much. Alright, this is just a little tutorial in regards to WeakAuras. I did think I did a video on how to install the WeakAuras Weakaura package and how to, you know, centralize it and stuff. I'm just going to quickly go through it again, especially for the Untitled one. There is a Weakaura pack out there for Untitled. I will be putting this in the guide. I wouldn't download it just yet, but I will be putting a link to it. Basically, a guy's gone out of his way to do all the WeakAuras stuff, and he's got different versions on how you like it visually. He's even added the sound options as well, which you can download from his Google Drive. If you're using the voice pack for either DBM or Bigwigs, I don't think you'll really need the voice pack, because I've already downloaded it. They are very basic sounds, you know what I mean? Beam, add, you know what I mean, sort of thing. But it's really nice for them to, you know, go that step further with the Addons packages. You know, the WeakAuras one, I think, helped a lot of people out when we was first doing that. So for those that don't use WeakAura, or looking at getting into WeakAura and really would like some visual aids on debuffs and stuff like that that's happening, like I say, I will put a link to this in the guide I'll be doing next week. But this is just how to install it. Okay, so basically you just click on that. That is copied to your clipboard. Okay, you will need to install WeakAuras. You want WeakAuras 2, yep, and then basically when you're in game /WA WeakAura, and then basically new, scroll down, import, Control V to thing, click import. Okay, I ain't gonna do it because I've already installed it, and then click done. Now when you're in game, what will happen is if you click on the Addons WeakAuras, you'll see big bars like this. Okay, as you can see, soak, run away, run out, dot, kill time. You know, it basically just gives you a little visual aid on what needs to be done and what's happening at that precise moment in time. If I just get up my Bigwigs. Oh, I've got DBM installed, that's why it won't work. Okay, this will probably need adjusting to the way I want it, but yeah, basically you move this, you click on that, and then basically you'll be able to move this around to where you would like to see it. Mine is normally set up like I showed you on my UI. It's set up there. Okay, and if I was to expand that, yeah, annihilation, go and soak, decimation, fuck off. I don't know why he's put that there, but you know, at the end of the day, it's still something you can visually see what's happening, whether you've got a dot on you, how long's left on that dot, whether you need to go and soak, eradication, move or run away. So on the first boss, once you've killed one of his weapons, you need to run as far away as you can, a bit like the Avatar boss when she does Rupturing Reality or whatever it is, when you need to run away from the big AoE that she does. Pretty similar to that, you know. So it just gives you an indication when that ability is happening. It tells you to run away. Like I say, I won't put up the link for this one yet. This guy has stated that update shortly before Untitled, so he's probably still working on it. As I said, there is sound files, so if you don't want to download DBM or Bigwigs voice packs, you can go to his sound files, and there is a YouTube video on how to download them and install them. Okay, but again, we did this for TOS, a lot of us did, you know, where we had right at the beginning. I think this really helped out a lot, especially on Maiden with the fire. If I go sorry, fell and light, if I'm trying to see it, fell bound, infusion, right, okay, so yeah, infusion, okay, and then unstable soul jump. Tectonic bulwark, that was the interrupt. Maiden buff. So yeah, basically the infusion, when she cast infusion, you would get like the holy or the thing, and basically, you know, it would tell you what debuff you had. Okay, so you was able to move. But yeah, you know, it is a nice visual indication. Okay.